Organization, WHO, has declared COVID-19 a pandemic. COVID-19 stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019 and is caused by the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that are common in people and many different species of animals, including cats and bats. Common human coronavirus typically causes an upper respiratory tract infection, like the common cold. Most people get infected with one or more of these viruses at some point in their lives. The human coronavirus infection typically resolves on its own with basic rest while feeling miserable. Rarely, the coronaviruses that infect animals can evolve and become a new coronavirus, which then infect and spread between people.
I said we would get it in 2 to 3 months. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to go into people closer to 2 months rather than 3 months.
And when you say go into people, a trial, which you've said it'll take about a year or more before it could really be tested and find out if it's safe and effective.
The first step in a trial is phase 1, to determine safety and does it induce the kind of response that you would predict would be protective. That's an important step. With SARS, that took 20 months. If you get it down to 2 months, that's pretty good. But then you have a multi-step process, and that's one of the things we want to make sure the American public don't get confused about, because it'll take 3 or 4 months to see if it's safe and induces a good response. Then you go to the real proof of the pudding, which is the phase 2 and then the phase 3. But even with phase 2, you don't only see 100 to 1,000 or more people. That's phase 2. Phase 1 is 45 people. So when you go to phase 2, that would take yet again another 6 to 8 months in an environment in which there are infections, because you want to show it works. You add all of that up, and you're dealing with a year to a year and a half at the earliest. Then you've got to scale up to make enough doses to get to the American people. So when I tell the vaccine story, there's good news and there's sobering news. The good news is we did it more quickly than we've ever done it. The sobering news is that it's not ready for prime time for what we're going through now.